My name is Amy Allen, and 1 month ago I opened up my vending machine business and I started restocking my machines. Now you're going to put a lot of the essentials, chips, candy, a couple of pastries, but one thing I thought would be an amazing product to sell and that I would instantly sell out of, because I buy these myself from my little vending machine at my current job, and that is ramen. Now, I like ramen. I eat it on a weekly basis, unfortunately. But they're very good and very filling. So I thought these little guys was going to sell out every time. And yes, you do need a bowl. And yes, you do need hot water, but I sell oatmeal. And the oatmeal also requires a bowl, and that one always sells out. So I know the bowls are accessible. And I haven't tried the cups, as I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, well, Amy, why don't you just try the cups? It's more of a convenient thing. I'm afraid of them ripping because I'd have to push them into the coil a little bit. And I know I can put in a bigger coil and it should be fine. I just haven't had the time, and I'm really afraid of breaking my machine. Yes, I have warranty, but I don't want to cause more trouble or more work for Mark, my soon-to-be maintenance guy. But I thought this would sell, and I was really wrong. But here's why I was really wrong. I wasn't wrong because people don't like it. And I did take a survey. I surveyed around, I passed out a list, I got emails back with a list of things that people would want in the machine. That was my base point. But they didn't give me enough items to fill up each coil. So I put in my own things. I put in ramen. But I have to take out ramen. And yes, I have a lot of ramen. Luckily, I can eat ramen. And luckily, I don't think they ever expire. Wow. Best Buy. I was wrong, they do expire. Best Buy next year in July. Huh. I'll eat the whole box before. See, if people are eating the oatmeal, and this is all it really takes is just bowl and ramen. I mean, it looks satisfying to me already. But here's the thing. When the employees came to talk to me, when I went to go restock my machines, they told me that they're not buying the ramen not because they don't like it, but they're not buying the ramen because they all already go to the 99-cent store and buy their ramen for 20 cents and stock them up at their own desks. And one of the employees even said that they would rather give their coworker a ramen than have them purchase it for $1. So, I figure, here's a good point. Why spend the money? No. So I figure I'd ask for his suggestion on what would they rather want than the ramen, since I have him there anyways. And he said, popcorn, surprisingly. I think popcorn can be I think popcorn can actually sell pretty good, but I am going to do a test run. And I'll show you guys when I go put the popcorn in the machine next week. And when I actually sell some of it, because that should be exciting. Because I kid you not, I haven't sold a single one. I'm also going to be changing out the Lay's. The Lay's chips I thought would be good. They are vegan, surprisingly, as a fun fact, if anybody wanted to know. They are vegan, and surprisingly they're not selling. But some of my best items that are selling are the oatmeal, the Reese's Cups, the hot Cheetos, some salsa chips made by Sun Chips. Those are pretty good too. And, the candy, like Snickers and Twix, I thought they would do better, but I haven't had to go back to Sam's to restock any of it. So I think for now I'm still gonna keep that there. I just don't know what I would replace it with. I could try to put healthier alternatives, but then I'm afraid that people won't eat the healthier alternatives. So when you're craving snacks, you know, in this day and age, you're not necessarily going, ooh, let me go for that apple. But yes, if you're thinking of starting your own vending machine company, maybe don't put ramen. You know, it is cheaper to buy it in other places, and, you know, you still have to make a profit, so it may not even be worth you putting it in your coil for 50 cents, because then your profit would most likely be anywhere between 20 to 25 cents, which isn't horrible, especially if you sell out of it. But then you have the convenience problem of a bowl and a fork and, you know, maybe a water. But yes, let me know in the comments below if you think ramen would have been a great idea, or if I was just crazy out of my mind even considering to have ramen in one of my machines. Anyways, I went out to Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me some questions. And I figured maybe I can do like a little mukbang thing here and eat my undesirable ramen that nobody else wants and answer some of your guys' questions. So, one of the questions I have is, how much do vending machines cost? Now, vending machines are in all different variations. You can buy brand new ones for $8,000, which I don't recommend. Or you can buy used one off of OfferUp, I believe for like $400 to $800. You can buy refurbished anywhere between $800 to $1,500. And it also depends on whether or not you're going to do a snack or a combo or just a soda by itself. If you do the combo one, they tend to be a little more expensive. And they tend to be a little more expensive because, you know, it's kind of like a 2-in-1 machine. But I went out for the combo because my break room at the location wasn't big enough to have 2 machines. It would have been incredibly bulky and very uncomfortable for the employees. And this is a customer service based business. One of my most famous questions is, do I pay a commission to my locations? No, I do not. In the video where I was calling people, where I called 50 different locations, and I was taking down notes and I was getting 40 rejections, in that video came one of my locations, one of the yeses. And that yes turned into 2 locations. And that business never brought up the fact of them wanting a commission or them wanting any type of profit. They just wanted something for their employees. And that's kind of how I also pitched it too. Like, this is something for your employees, you know, you don't have to put any work or effort or paid or nothing. So, because they never brought up the fact of commissions, I never brought up the fact either. So, I don't have to pay 10% of any of my earnings on any monthly basis or yearly, whatever. All profits go back to the company. Somebody else asked, can I just get a snack machine? I mean, if that's what your employer, if that's what the company wants, just a snack machine, just do a snack machine. It doesn't always have to be snack and soda. You know, maybe people don't really like soda. I don't really drink soda. I just have water. The only time I have soda is in like a mixed drink or something. How do you handle giving out refund? I think that's what they meant. How do you handle giving out refunds to somebody who says that the vending machine ate their dollar or didn't give them their product? At this moment, I just give them back the product. I wouldn't try to, if I have to give them back the dollar, I'll give them back the dollar. But I'd rather give them back the product because the product is cheaper for me than the dollar. product costed me 30 cents. The dollar is costing me $1. So, if anybody, so far nobody has done that. But that's already been my plan, that if somebody did come up to me and tell me, there's no exact way for me to track it yet. I'm sure there can be, and I'm just not as organized as I would like to be. But you know, don't be stingy. It's customer service, you know. Like when you go to the restaurant, the customer's always right. I guess I should add to the fact that I spend $1,500 on each machine and about $200 worth of product going inside the machine. So startup cost isn't a ridiculous amount, but it can be a little expensive. Is the business seasonal? I'm sure in some states it's seasonal, but I live in California, Southern California, where it's always sunny, and even when it's raining, it drizzles. You know, I haven't seen rain in 5 years, probably. But if you think about it, if it is raining, and people don't necessarily want to go outside, and then they're going to want to buy from your vending product. Or if it's like 100 degrees out, you don't want to, most offices are AC and like cool temperature, so you don't want to break away from that just to go get yourself a Snickers bar or a bag of chips across the street at the 7-Eleven. So in a way, I think vending can be seasonal, but always in a good way. Who stocks the inventory and how often? I stock it. So far I've been going every 2 weeks. So I've been carrying like a bag or two around with me in a wagon, and that seems to do the job. But I just go myself. It takes me less than an hour, and I can pretty much, I think you can probably have about 20 machines and do it all yourself. And then after 20 machines, you may have to hire some help. But depending on how far away these machines are they all close together? Is one 10 miles away and then the other one is 100 miles away? It all depends. So that's another thing. Every location is different. One location is going to do better, and you can't pre-plan it. You don't know the co-workers. You personally don't work with them. So it is a little bit of a leap of faith. And if it doesn't end up working out, you have to be able to grab your huevos and go and find another location. What do they call it? Adapting? Adapt to your situations. Have you ever tried Gumball machines? Actually, I have not. There's a lot of YouTubers who have started with the Gumball machines that cost maybe $100 to $200. They don't require electricity, it's just a crank. I did not personally start that way. It seems easier to start that way because it's a lot easier to move and it's a lot easier to get your product, and it's not going to cost you $3,000 like it costed me. So I think I would have liked to start that way, but I'm more of a jumper where if I like the idea, I will just go for the idea. If I want to go do something, I will just go and do it. It just so happened that full lining crossed my path first, then gumballing. But I think I would definitely still want to go out and get a few. They look really nice. It's kind of like the retro scenes coming back. You can put toys, and toys never expire, so that is very appealing to me. On the note of gumballs, I've been seeing those honor boxes. They look really cool, but I need to see more collection videos on honor boxes, so guys, get on it. If you don't know what honor boxes are these little tiny cardboard boxes that you put lollipops or like little tiny candies in it, and you are trusting mankind to not steal your candy, not steal your product, but actually put $1 and pay for the candy, because it's not locked up or anything. It's not behind glass like in a vending machine. So you are trusting people to actually put money in it and then not steal your money, because it's just a little zip tie that's holding your end of the box from the public to see it. So I haven't done it, but I have seen a few videos, and it looks so much easier because you put it on like a counter. You put it at a front desk reception where there's a lot of children, or, you know, and part of it goes to charity. So of course that's super helpful, but I don't know how it would be yet on drive time and your time collectively. The 3 YouTubers that I've been watching that actually do the honor boxes, and I'm getting a little curious about myself, is Tym O'Laughlin. He's one of the ones where I first saw his collection, and he actually lost the location, which he took it like a champ, which is the thing. You can lose any location, whether it be honor boxes or full line vending or the Gumball vending. If you lose it, just take your machine. Why have it in a place that they don't want and it won't be generating you money? Go find a place that will be generating you money. Another YouTuber that does the honor boxes is Vending Heads. He has a family, and his family goes out and helps him with the boxes. So definitely go check them out. It's really easy, and it's so much cheaper than it's even cheaper than the Gumball machines. Listen, anything to get yourself started in a business, whether it be from boxes to Gumball to full line vending, go for it. You have to start somewhere. So why not start with some of the honor boxes? And Tym O'Laughlin and Vending Heads are super nice, and they're always in their comments answering your guys' questions. So if you want to go ask some questions, go for it. Why don't you put bottles in your vending machines? They don't fit. That's the easiest answer I can give you. They don't fit. Vending machines have very specific columns, and you can't necessarily jam in something just to make it vend, because it's not going to work that way. You're going to break your machine. My machine is specifically for 8-ounce cans, so a regular size soda can. And again, I'm sure you can switch out the coils or switch out something. I'm just not in the mood to break my own machine, especially because I can fix it. Now, the other question I got is, why did you get into vending? And honestly, YouTube. YouTube is a great way to learn anything and inspire you to go out and try things. Because back then, you couldn't really see what a person was doing, so then you wouldn't be interested. So YouTube actually helped me. And my other question that I received was, where do I get my machines? I actually have all of the information in the description below. You can call him. His name is Bautista. He sold me my machines, and he has a warehouse in Corona, Southern California again. So if you're outside of California, I don't know what he can do for you, but you can still try to call him. Maybe he has a connection somewhere. But that is it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I finished my ramen. This may or may not be my breakfast, but like I said in the last video, I wanted to show you what my worst vending product was, and fortunately, it is ramen. And the ramen I will be pulling out next week and putting in the popcorn, and hopefully that works out and I no longer need to, change things out for a little while. I hope I answered some of my questions from Instagram. If you want to ask me more questions, go right ahead. I will always try to answer. Alright, other than that, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.